Hello everybody, we're going to have a go at doing some 3D painting today. For this you need a tissue box which has already got the hole in it, which is what gave me the idea because it looks a bit like a frame or kind of theatre kind of idea. Anyway, this is what you need, is a tissue box. First thing we need to do is to cut the top off. So with a pair of scissors, what I did was cut the top off. You keep that strip, it's very important, okay. Just put that to one side, we'll need that later on. Okay, so now if we try, so we need to paint and decorate this just to make it look nicer than a tissue box. If you paint straight away onto this shiny card, it doesn't really work. So we're going to have to cover it with white paper first. So you're going to need some sheets of white paper. Okay, I've used this paper, this spare paper, only needs to be white on one side. So put the paper down on the table and use your box. Put your box down onto the paper, making sure that it's level at the back there. Get your pencil and holding it firmly down, draw along, cut that out. So that's now the back, and we're going to stick that on there. Okay. So you do that all the way round, and you end up with a piece of paper to stick on the side, and another piece of paper to stick on that side. So we're going to do the sticking for those three bits first, then I'll show you how to do the front because that's a bit tricky. So let's get these bits out of the way. So we're going to need some glue on the other side of your paper. Lots and lots of glue. Lots of glue on your paper. That's John coming down for a cup of coffee. A bit of luck, I'll get a cup of coffee too. It's good to me. Okay, so once you put lots of glue all over your piece of paper, stick it to the back of your box of tissues. Press it down all over, making sure there aren't any wrinkles. Always turn it upside down and press it from inside the box. Really good. So that's one side done. That's now ready to paint. It's much easier to paint on the paper instead of straight onto the cardboard. Now I need the side strips. Lots of glue on those sides. Stick them onto the side. Just like that. And then another one. You'll notice, by the way, that I've put newspaper down on my table because I'm going to be painting later. But you also don't want the glue to go on the table either. Okay, press it down, go to the card. If there are any strips like that, you could always get another piece of paper and just cover that over so that there is no paper, no cardboard box showing. Here's another strip the same length. and that's going to be stuck over the side. Oops, let's get that in the right place. As long as you put lots of glue on and the seams can, so you can tidy up the corners just like that. Okay, so that's all ready to paint. We'll do the front first. So we're going to do the front next. Now this is a bit tricky because we need to be able to cut out this oval shape. Now I've worked out the easiest way of doing this is to cut another piece of paper the same size as the front. So, same size as the back, same size. Okay. And then put your piece of paper inside, sorry, beg your pardon, a little bit of glue there and there, just a little bit. So I'm just going to do one sweep of glue one side, one sweep of glue the other side. It's just enough to hold it in place. And now stick the piece of paper inside. That's exactly over the oval hole. Make sure that's in exactly the right place. And because we've lightly put glue on, we can take it out again in a minute. So put your hand inside the tissue box, holding the paper and the tissue together. Get your pencil, and then we're going to draw the shape of the oval on the paper. You can see what I'm doing. And now, quickly, we're going to take the paper out again, so it shouldn't have stuck too hard in the box. Put the box to one side. Now, you can see we've got a nice oval shape in the paper. So we've got to cut that out. So the way to do that is to lightly fold the paper in half. Not all the way to the edge because you don't want a crease here, but just in the middle here. Then very carefully taking your scissors, cut a V in the folded bit. If you unfold it now, you've now got a hole. You can cut the oval out. Okay, that's what we're going to do next. Very carefully, sticking to the pencil line as much as you can. Cut that oval out. Okay, nearly there. Taking my time with this, because it does need to be the same shape as the front of the tissue box. Okay, now that should fit onto there perfectly. Can you see that? There we go. Fits there perfectly, doesn't it? So obviously glue on the other side. Lots of glue again, especially around the oval. So being careful not to rip the paper when you go around. Put glue all the way around the oval and then around the outside of the square. And then stick it to the box. Put your hand inside to make that job a bit easier. Making sure there aren't any wrinkles. Turn that over. Press from the inside. Okay. Now if there's a little bit of glue on the outside of that paper, that shouldn't hurt. You can paint over that once that's dried. Again, you might need some extra strips to cover up any gaps you've got, to neaten up the edges just like we did here. So once your box is completely covered in paper, you need to paint it. Okay. So I've got some lovely colours here. Yellow, blue, red, and green, and white. Now this is just ordinary poster paint. So I'm going to choose any colour. I'm going to start with blue, and I'm going to start painting the back of my box. So I've decided I'm going to have a blue background, so the whole of my box is going to be this nice blue. And then I think I'm going to do a different design in a different colour over the top of the blue. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to leave you to paint your box. So the back and the sides, front, can all be different colours. Don't worry about the base because you won't be seeing that. That's the way it sits on the table. Lots and lots of different colours, lots of different patterns. If you've got any stickers or any other kind of little paper cutout decorations or any glitter, anything you like, because it's your 3D picture frame. Okay, so when we see each other again for the next video, your paint should all be nice and dry and we can do the next stage. Okay, so I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.